She's completely unexplainable. You can think she's a good girl, but once you get to know her, you realize she's everything. She's crazy, she's funny, she's honest, and you never know what's going to come up next.
Come up next, you guys. You just never know, right? And so here we are today, and I'm so honored and thankful for all of the wonderful people that are coming into my life, especially since I'm here living in Boca Raton, Florida right now. Palm Beach, these amazing people are coming into my life, and the first amazing person that came into my life sitting at this table right here is Gale Brophy, my good friend here. Gale.
Thank you.
So
it's such an honor.
We weren't sure we were going to get Gale here today, and until like this morning, she confirmed she was going to be here.
The Palm Beach season right now is a little bit crazy with all the charities that I'm involved in.
They call Gale Miss Palm Beach. That's what I heard Gale called this week.
Yeah. I'm actually very happy to say I'm in the Book of Legacies.
Look at them.
Which is quite amazing, and for all my philanthropics and different charitable work, thanks to Aleta St. James, who has made my transformations over all these years. I cannot.
Well, this is our esteemed guest today.
Over 40 plus years. I don't want to be that young, as you tell me, since I'm not allowed to age.
I want them to hear you. Make sure you talk into your microphone.
Right. Oh, I apologize. I'm really
don't go off script here too much.
This is my first podcast.
Oh yeah, right.
And the reason
this
why
is her probably 200 or 300.
We're running a little late because these ladies got caught in the Florida Friday traffic. So that's why the live show today is running a little late. Someone's phone is over here going off. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so Aleta St. James, we were hoping to get a video of her work. I mean, like, Aleta, I don't know if you remember, back in the day, Aleta is the one that when she was 57 years old, she had a baby. Or two babies. Twins! And so the media got hold of it. Is that how you got famous, Aleta?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, Oprah Winfrey was going after you for a good exclusive.
Yeah, I was the second biggest story internationally in 2004. I was shocked because I thought I was just doing what I was doing, right?
Well, I mean, looking through who Aleta was, because Gale is the one that introduced me, because they have a 40-year friendship.
No, not a friendship. We have a friendship, but if it wasn't for Aleta, I would not have the success I have. I have tremendous success. I've gone through the highs and the lows and the transformations. I started with her book of Life Shift, which was fabulous on Amazon.
Wow.
And I read it, and then I went to her for my first sessions in Manhattan. And I have been with Aleta now for 40 plus years. And anytime I have an obstacle that is standing in my way, she knows how to take the fear and move it into courage. She knows how to release the anger or the past problems that I've had with maybe a relationship or a divorce. She was there for when I wanted to have a child, how she helped me manifestate and bring it into my life. And Aleta has been able to make me achieve things of owning resorts. I own resorts. I am on the board of directors of Red Cross. I've won the Kentucky Derby as one of the only women. And no, I did not ride the horse. I owned it. Won the World Cup in polo. So it's just so many good and great fortunes and what I can do back now for charities. I'm on all the charities, so I'm enjoying the polos and the Palm Beach season.
Yes.
Well, Tracy, may I just say I haven't been honored in terms of my work, energy transformations of transforming people's lives, to work with Gale Brophy. I'm going to cry.
Oh, my God. Oh, I love you.
No, because when she came to me, this is the whole key about my work. I was born with a gift, but I have developed it over the years to such a great extent that I can actually see where people's blocks are in your subconscious cellular memory.
Right.
Nail it immediately, have a conversation, take you back to the trauma, because the one thing, and if we're talking about agelessness, now I'm 76. I had twins at 57.
Do you
I'm
believe
no
this?
These
are the people I'm hanging around. These amazing women. You better believe
but there's
I'm
a
learning.
key.
And she goes, from morning to night, and in the evenings she is working
Still
between the
going.
moon and the universe and channeling it in.
Yeah, this is the whole key. The key is this: you don't get stuck. And we were talking about this coming here. What happens as you get younger is that you remember traumas from the past, and then you get stuck there, like the divorce, what didn't happen, the money that wasn't coming in, the children that acted crazy, and different traumas in your life, going all the way back to the womb. I will take people back to the womb.
Wow.
Because
Absolutely.
from the
Incredible.
moment of conception to 18 months after, you're still integrating what your mother's feeling. So if your mother was upset, she was shocked she got pregnant, she didn't want to be pregnant, there was financial problems, you're going to feel it
Yeah.
in the womb, and you're going to go, why am I so anxious? Why is this bothering me? And then that translates from that point, by the time you're 6, you have imprints in your cellular memory that might say, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, my brother gets all the attention, I don't, and it goes on and on. Now, 90% of our perception of who we are happens to be from what's been programmed to us, at us, and we take it in, we absorb it. So what I've gone in, and I've done this many times with Gale, and every single time I do it, we look at where is she getting stuck? What's the belief system in her subconscious mind that's telling her no, even though her conscious mind wants to go? And I don't know if you've ever seen this girl, and I'm sure you haven't, on a horse. This girl goes. I've been with her when she goes.
Show jumping.
Oh, forget it.
Fox hunting. I've done it.
But you see, in personal life, like we all know, you can be courageous in one area and very fearful in another. And one of my, I want to say, transformational tricks is to say, somebody comes in and they go, oh my God, Aleta, I have so much fear. I have fear I'm never going to get married. I have fear I'm never going to get divorced. I have fear I'm never going to pay my
Right.
bills. So I say, that's great.
Not real financial
Yeah,
for me.
but listen,
we're talking about big deals.
Not for
Fear.
her,
I
but
do own
maybe for other
resorts.
people.
I know,
Okay, let's
well,
be.
but I know, there's
Basta.
always
Let me
been
explain
Consider it.
fear, because fear, hold on, girls. Fear is one of the biggest things that keeps us blocked from getting what we want.
Yes, exactly.
Now, but I say, great, embrace your fear. People say, oh, please get rid of my fear. No, we don't want to get rid of your fear, because fear motivates you. What we want to do is transform it into courage.
Right.
And they go, oh, wow. So you embrace your fear. So if you're afraid that you're not beautiful enough, that you're not going to get married again, that you don't have a partner, that the finances are too strong, you embrace it, you breathe into it, you release it, and then what I can do is help you clear it. So you clear, shift it, and then recreate what you want to believe. So the real trick in this whole thing is we have a physical body, we have an emotional body, we have a mental body, and a spiritual body. And many people that meditate or pray a lot or do affirmations, they're up in the higher levels, but they haven't cleared out the blocks in the physical and emotional body. So it doesn't translate. It's like very schizophrenic. So what I do is I'll bring you to the 7th or the 5th dimension of higher spiritual energy, where everything is possible. So you always say, what else is possible? What else is next? How can this be greater than anything I've possibly ever imagined? But before you can do that, you have to clear out the no's in your subconscious, the feelings like it's over. Do you know, I have 30-year-olds that come to me that say, Aleta, I feel like I'm too old. Like it's over. And of course I say, look, I had twins at 57, girl, you are just beginning. And then they laugh, and then we start to get into the work. And like even celebrities, for instance. Celebrities.
Oh, you have so many celebrities.
I do, and
you can
there's
transform to them, right?
Yeah.
When I need her and she's in Manhattan and I'm in Palm Beach, or I'm up at my resorts, I'll call Aleta and say, Aleta, something in this universe is going on with me right now. It's negative. I don't know what to do. I have a block. And via phone, and all over the world you do this.
Yeah, I do. I have that gift. But the thing is, I'm like the secret behind a lot of very successful people, because they don't want people to know why. And that's fine with me,
Exactly.
okay? But I'm on their hotline. And
You're on my-
I'm the
That's why I
hotline.
call you.
Definitely, the hotline.
And it is our friendship and love why
Yeah.
I'm here today.
She'll
'cause
get
I
the
don't like
priority
to
call.
expose my personal life.
But the thing is that you might see somebody who's out in the spotlight and they look like they couldn't fear anything and they're terrified inside because they had sexual child abuse happening to them when they were little, or they had a horrible breakup, like when they were 16, their whole life fell apart or whatever. They get on the stage or they get out at the Emmys and they feel, but when we transform that and they get into who they really are and that kick-ass power, like what's my purpose, what's my passion, what's my destiny, see, then you're not ego-driven anymore.
Right.
It's like you're just right in the zone. When you are in the zone, I'll tell you, you can do anything. You can attract any man.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many women come to me because, oh, it's over, I'm over the hill, I'm never going to get married. I said, it's ridiculous. You get into a vibrational rate of how fabulous you are, and then you magnetically attract your soulmate partner or somebody who's compatible with you. That man will just come into your life, and all of a sudden you connect, and it's as if he's always been there.
And tell
You've
me,
done
tell
that
me.
for me.
Yeah,
I have
I
a
know.
question.
You've done that for me.
Does
Just
it-
recently, I was holding a block of wanting to fall back in love again. And, my joke is I'm married to my dog, my last husband.
Right.
But she worked through that block and was able to help me release the negativity and the past histories in my life so that I could love again or bring it into me. She showed me how much to magnetize. And
Yeah, well, the thing that happened was Gale said, Aleta, I'm attracting all this fabulous, these fabulous women into my life, but the men, I'm not connecting. And I said, Gale, you got a block. So I went in, I said, okay, da-da-da-da-da. We used the energy, I lifted it, and what was it? 3 days later, she got a telephone call and
3
a
days.
date.
First
right?
Valentine's Day date in
There you go.
a few years.
And
This
it's
year?
it.
That
Yeah.
happened this year?
Yeah, right
Good
like
for you.
that.
That's
It
awesome.
happened
It
like
just
that.
happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
good.
That was it. So the thing is, if you release the block and you're open to it, and then you start to believe the higher frequencies, which is what else is possible and how fabulous am I, and et cetera, that's really true. You really have to feel it. If you look in the mirror and you say, I am beautiful, I am great, and you don't believe it, don't waste your time.
So how do you recommend?
All right.
What
So
do we
what
do
you
to
do,
release these
what
blocks?
I do is I find out, like in the heart center, if you're feeling like, oh my God, it's over, I have cellulite, it's never going to happen. All right, whatever you're holding on to, right? Men don't care, by the way. For any of the women that are listening, they do not care. We do, right?
Oh, yes.
We've got
We're
the
very
magnifying
critical.
glass, very critical.
Very critical.
Most of the time, if you ask a husband or a boyfriend or whatever about the cellulite factor of their partner, they don't even. It doesn't compute.
Well, they do have one thing on their
What?
mind.
Yeah, I got that.
You
but
know,
I
it's
got
like,
that.
hello, in, out.
No. You have to get a good lover. What is this? No.
All right.
Don't listen to that. No. There's some really hot men out there that know what they're doing.
I know, it's
all
just been a little while for me for
I
riding
get it.
horses.
I know. That's a lot to compete with, Gale. Come on. A horse, a man. Anyway,
No,
we
I meant
veer
that.
off. But anyway, the fact of the matter is you want to feel, I'm working a lot with the Kundalini energy, which comes that sexual energy, that sexual vitality, and that ageless factor. That's one really big important point. Because look, we get to a certain age and all of a sudden women start to feel like, oh, I'm invisible, I'm 50. That's ridiculous, all right? So then we start closing down our sexuality. You're with a partner, his testosterone level has gone down, you feel like you're not really desirable anymore, and you cut it off. That's your vital life force energy. That's what gets you going. So if your partner is down, all right, he's not like amorous anymore, maybe once every 6 months, forget it. What you do is get his testosterone level checked, and every man will say, I'm fine. You said, really? What's happened, baby? It's not happening here, all right? So then you shift up, and you're going to find out, most probably, because the testosterone level of the men now in the United States is going way down, even in their 30s. I have clients that come to me with sexual situations going on with men that are in their 30s that have low testosterone. So you definitely have to get that checked. But in the ageless factor, in the vitality of women, you want to get that Kundalini energy from the lower chakras, which I work with everybody on to bring it up all the way up into your heart center, where you feel that you're really feeling that love for yourself. And you know what's a trick? Think of somebody that you love. Could be a pet. Could be.
Oh, my last husband.
Oh, my God. Right. Okay. Your last
No,
husband.
actually, you're going to shift that
What?
for me.
Yes.
You'll do a life shift for
I'm
me.
going to do that's this afternoon.
shift.
But
This
anyway,
afternoon,
you
I'm putting
feel
myself
that
on
in
them.
your heart center, because the mind can't tell the difference between real and unreal. And if you move into that feeling, imagination, and put that in the heart center, then all of a sudden you start to feel that awakening. Then you move into your third eye, which is your spiritual intuition, and then up into the miraculous. Now, the miraculous for everybody, because we all come from different spiritual modalities, could be God, the universe, angels, beings of light, your ancestors, your mom, your dad who's on the other side, whatever it is for you, you tune in there, Saint Rita. Tune in there, and then you imagine things as if they've already happened. You imagine that you're with the person that you want to be with, and how fabulous that is, and how the money is coming in, money come in, and all the wonderful creative things that you can be doing. Instead of holding on to the negative, you move and shift into the positive. Now, there's techniques for this. There's energy transformations. I've worked, and I still work. I go and do the scalar wave lights. They're all over here in Florida.
Well, the lady that I had on last week, Michelle Geller, actually shared with us. If you go back to the video from last week, she has love and healing energy. And she's right here in Delray Beach, Florida. She's got a great.
And Aleta's going to be now Miami and Palm Beach. She's opening
she has
up.
lights as well.
Well, this is
Yeah.
the whole thing. I energize myself. So when I was 57 and I wanted to have twins, I went to India, studied in all the fertility temples in the South. I went to Peru. I went all over the world because I wanted to bump up my energy. Now I'm into agelessness, and I want to live to 120. And there's a whole group of people out there that are in the 120 club. All right. So to do that, I have to bump up my energy. So Scalar Waves by Dr. Rose Michael. I've had lunch with her. We've talked. She came to New York. Basically gets you into a fifth dimensional consciousness. Now, the thing is this. There are a lot of people that go in, they feel like their depression is lifted. That's not the key. What it is that you need to release what is actually making you feel depressed. Why don't you feel good about yourself? Then you shift it, and then you bring in a higher frequency. Now, before the lights, I was bringing in, always using light, violet light, light of Saint Germain, unconditional love, hot pink, ruby red, tailbone, all those different kind of lights. It took me 50 years to study in meditation higher frequencies of light, because it's not like the McDonald's of metaphysics. Like, okay, let's use pink light and we'll all be happy. No, you have to be able to integrate it into your cells. So after 50 years, I get into the scalar wave lights. I do it 10 hours every week. I go and do a sleepover from 10 o'clock on Friday night to 7 o'clock in the morning.
She really does.
Yeah.
I
It's
can't
so
believe
funny
this.
that you're talking
I
about
can't
this.
believe
because
this.
I just had
Yeah.
this lady on last week
Because
on my
this would
show.
not
Yeah.
be me doing it. That's why Aleta has to
Yeah,
do it,
so-
and then give it to me.
Yeah, that's what I do. I transfer.
This was not scripted.
Yeah, this is, I
transfer.
transfer the frequency, because once I get it into my cells, then I go and I do my acupuncture to make sure it moves through my body. Then I've been studying access consciousness with Sarah. And it's always about, let's bump it up. Let's get to the next level. Because when you stop creating and you stop dreaming and you stop learning, that's when you get old.
You know what I find?
What?
That you've always put me on a vision board. You've always told me to manifest all affirmations. I am fabulous. I am going to have financial worth. I am going to sell a business. I am.
Now, don't say
to-
going. I am selling my business.
Right.
You
I am
see?
selling.
I am
See?
myself, right?
Thank you,
okay.
Aleta.
No, no,
Right.
we
That's
all
the way you
need.
manifest.
We all do
Those
that.
affirmations have been so
Oh, good.
incredibly, and with the healing and the way that you can move my energy and my chi, you have me at 100 miles and 110 miles, 120. We'll use the 120 anti-ageless number.
All right, so the life shift, that brings us to life shift, and I didn't bring my book. because
Oh, which you can buy on Amazon.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fantastic. It's a must read.
Life Shift, like Go and Live Your Dream. Wayne Dyer endorsed it. Christina Northrup. A lot of very big people did. And what it does is it teaches you, it's the Bible of transformation. It
Okay.
teaches you how to transform and manifest. And as usual, I'm 20 years above my time, ahead of my time. You said this morning, Aleta, you're a trailblazer.
Oh my God, she doesn't stop. She doesn't sleep. And when it is, she's just channeling in.
Because what you do is you don't get stuck in the past. Like, I'm not stuck in the past. I'm in the present. So if you're in the present and you're channeling, like, what else is possible? What's next? How can I contribute to this situation? You see, that's the whole thing. You go, before we went into this whole show, my whole consciousnness was tuning into everybody that's going to watch this show. Everyone.
Oh, she's transforming.
Really.
You
And
have no
so
clue.
I was in the seat, and Gale was going, what are your bullet points? I'm going, shh. I'm channeling now.
I'm a bullet point
I'm
girl.
connecting into everybody that's going to watch this television show.
Right.
All right? And then from there, I'm hearing what you need to hear. And that's what I'm going to roll off of. So in Life Shift, you have a Bible of transformation. There's a miracle board or a vision board that you need to put in, on your wall, on your refrigerator,
Put your
in your
dreams,
computer. But
the guy,
this is the
the
whole thing.
house.
The house, everything.
The money. Put $1.
Pictures. When I wanted to
100.
get pregnant, all right, I put pictures of like 20 women that I helped get pregnant in their 40s, holding babies, because the subconscious relates to pictures. So if you see a picture of what you want, like the house, the lifestyle, the money, it goes right into your subconscious. That's why it takes 33 1/3 seconds for a commercial to go on, because you see the happy smiling face, you see the no wrinkles, and you say, how can I buy it? All right? That's all you need. If you keep looking at those pictures, then all of a sudden that's what you say, that's for me. And oh, there's another thing. You've got to do this. Please do not compare yourself with anybody. That's a killer. If you want to look like 90, start comparing yourself with somebody that's 20, all right? What you do is you see something that you want, it's in my book, you say, that's for me. You identify with it. And
And also your podcasts are absolutely
yeah,
phenomenal.
on YouTube,
yeah.
on Spotify, on
And it's under Aleta St.
Well,
James.
it's the Ageless Factor.
The Ageless
Factor.
Factor.
Well, now, ladies,
So-
so we're all dating here, right? We're all dating.
Not really.
No, we kind of.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
I was
Rid of
gonna
a
say.
37-year-old. I'm ratting on you.
no,
I just
37-year-old
threw you.
guy.
I
Okay,
just
well,
threw her.
I did
literally
not.
under
No.
the best.
I
bus.
did not get rid of.
Oh, I don't mean
transferred.
get rid of.
No. Transferred. Transferred
Well,
out of state. All right.
You know, that was one of my questions.
Yeah.
It was like,
No,
all right,
no,
now,
transfer
what if
that
I
out.
said, so what if
I
you're
said
waiting for you're
37,
manifesting
Aleta?
your
And she
soulmate?
said, why not go for 37?
No, but no, this age.
Did you manifest 37? Did you say
Well,
that's
no,
what
no,
I want?
No. Listen to this. What I wanted was somebody who is wonderful, kind, a great lover, had lots of energy, and understood my work. And that's exactly what I got. However, the next level for me at 76 is marriage. So everyone knows that
For the
like-
first time.
Yeah,
Am I
for the
gonna be
first
your
time.
maid of honor?
Why not?
Because I know if you're going to manifest it, state it, it's going to happen.
It's gonna happen, yeah.
But this is the thing. In my astrology chart, for those of you who were there into astrology, I have never had an aspect
She's
to get
fabulous
married
with astrology.
until 76. So when I was doing a process on myself in the lights, I saw that before I came in, and this is esoteric for some people, but just say maybe be willing to listen. Before I came in, I made a decision in this lifetime not to get married because I wanted to have adventures. I wanted to learn everything. I wanted to be the best I could be, and I have. I put together a reel, which you will see at some point, of all the different things I've done. It's extraordinary. I could have never done it had I
And
been
the amazing
married.
people she's been interviewed by.
Yeah, Katie Couric and Diane Sawyer and la. But the most
And
important
Oprah
thing
was fighting for her for an exclusive, I think.
Yeah,
when
and
you had the twins.
I wish I wish that I'm going to see Oprah at some point. I love her. She's a soulmate. All right, I am definitely going to connect with her at a point. But the fact of the matter is that don't ever compare yourself with anybody. You get that feeling of that's for me. That's what you say. That's for me. You become that you want to create, and it happens. So that's who manifested in my life. Wonderful, amazing man, fabulous on all the boxes, but he got transferred. And the reason why he got transferred is because I needed to release the whole situation and move on to what's
You're
next.
ready.
What's next?
You're ready.
And my husband. So that's what happens. Oh, this is another thing. This is a killer. If you cannot, that's why I wrote the book, Life Shift, Let Go, and Live Your Dream. If you are holding on to anything, you are stopping yourself from manifesting the next great miracle in your life. If you're holding on to feeling rejected and abandoned and resentful and afraid, and you get that story, in my book I call it the chat room of discontent, rather than the dream team of support. You want your friends to be the dream team of support. Like, for instance, and Tracy, now you're part of the group here, right?
This is a good group.
When I'm
like
with
it.
Gale, she tells me her dreams, I tell her my dreams, and we go, yeah, let's go for it. You want a group of people that aren't going to say, oh, yeah, but you know, blah, blah, blah. No, stop it. When they said to me, you can't have twins at 57, and they were doctors, and I said, just watch me. Just watch me. And I did. And that's the same thing you need to say. If anybody is a naysayer and says to you, you can't do it, you're too old, you can't do it, you're
agree.
not smart
I
enough,
totally agree with that.
you can't do it because, you know, you are just not beautiful enough. That is not true.
But wait, I saw one of your videos. I
Yeah.
watched. I totally got caught up with Aleta St. James.
I actually listen every single night. She has a couple on YouTube, and she also through her websites and.
Well,
let me just-
okay,
okay.
go ahead.
And I listen to it, and it's how to bring and draw this into my life. And when I do that, I am able to absolutely bring in what I'm asking for.
Yeah.
But what
Makes
I want to
life
go back
exciting,
to,
right? Makes it
exactly,
exciting and
then
inspirational.
every New Year's, she does a list.
Well, every New
Explain
Year's,
this,
this is
'cause
what
it
I do.
works.
Well,
Okay.
wait. What I wanted to
Okay,
ask
now
you
go on,
about
say.
is the babies. Okay, this is. I don't want to have to go back over this again. I want to ask you. So it looked like from the video I saw, your period kept going till you were 57. Is that correct? Did I see that right?
Yeah, because what
How
all right,
on
okay.
earth
So
did that happen,
It's the same-
Aleta?
Okay, this is what
I
happened.
want the dirt. Give me the dirt.
The dirt was, I said to my body, you're not going into menopause. You are not.
I just can't.
It's not
this is
happening.
a
It's
message
not
for all
happening.
women
Without-
out there.
right.
She had
But-
a
but
man,
this is what happened.
But she wasn't married. She didn't want a man in her life. She wanted her babies. Her
Yeah, but you know
twins.
what? The thing is, I could have got married to him.
I know you could
Yeah,
have,
but
but you
listen.
didn't- you-
No, this is what
I
happened.
think you have 30 godmothers.
No. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I
So
got
this was a
26.
man that was
No,
in
really.
your life.
She has about 30 godmothers because at
I
that
had
time she
36
said my age is a
godmothers.
lot
Right.
older.
Listen, I have 26 godmothers and 26 godfathers. All right, just in case. All right, but you
Not
see the
happening.
key. All right, the key is this, and this what? And the key is this: when you want to manifest, I said to my body, no menopause. It's not happening.
This is
But
amazing.
okay, but we had a little glitch. I had because I was into sushi at the time and whatever, and I went and had chelation to get the mercury out of my system because that could create miscarriages, and my period stopped. And so then the doctor, who was my friend at the time, said, "Forget it, Aleta, you're ridiculous. You're not going to get pregnant. Just forget it." I said, I had my period all the way along until we started this, mercury chelation. Don't you think you have to be really smart with doctors. Don't just take what they tell you, please. Honestly, come from your heart and look and ask other people and
God.
other
And-
doctors.
and
So
trust your
listen,
intuition also.
yeah, right. Then she said, forget about it. And I said, no, I'm not forgetting about it. I said, I'm going to get my period back. So I called up my fertility doctor.
You lost
Jane.
it and got it back. so
Yeah.
you didn't-
Oh, yeah. For a month.
I
So
was
then
so
I said,
happy not to.
no, listen. So I said, Dr. Jane Miller. I said, because I was like tearing. She said, blah, blah, blah. She said, honey, if you have a uterus, I will get you pregnant. I said, game on. All right. I went back in there. I got a naturopath, and I got my period back in a month. And I was on it again.
But now, truth be told, I saw that you had a couple of miscarriages. How many miscarriages did you have?
Well, because my grandmother had my mother at 54, Italian, right? I thought I had forever. And my friends kept on saying, Aleta, when are you going to have these babies? And I said, don't worry about it. Don't. Well, when I was 49, I figured, I better start getting serious here. So I was trying to use my own eggs, and I was having miscarriages. So the good news for that is I work with a lot of women in fertility, and when they come in and they have a miscarriage or they can't get pregnant or it's really a killer, I've been there. So I know. You can't just say, oh, don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. You got to feel it. But then you want to say, you know what? I didn't give up. And now I have two.
And you release that pain on them. And,
And I give them the hope because I did it. You want to break through those challenges. When life seems like it's saying no to you, you say, okay, I'm on pause. Now what can I do? Let me release the rejection and the sadness. There's nothing worse than when you have a miscarriage or a stillbirth, because it's horrible. And it's so out of your control. Like all of a sudden it can happen and you can be doing everything right, but it doesn't happen. But I will tell you, if you keep on keeping on and you keep on doing, I've got modalities now, they're not in this country, all right, which is going to bring us to Cabo and agelessness. They're not in this country. Yeah, right. But the thing is this, there are scientific things that are going on now that women want their own genetics, but their eggs are a little bit, genetically impaired.
And men.
You can
also with their testosterone and everything. And
you
shifting them
can
over.
use different modalities with stem cells, with DNA transferences, all different things that I'm on the cutting edge with scientists with, because I don't want to stop.
That's
Now,
your
when we go to
resort in
Cabo,
and that's
Gail
fabulous.
had the best time ever.
It is.
She turned into
breathtaking,
12.
spectacular. When
She
I
was
came
12, but
back,
we got her a little bit older.
I came back as a teenager.
Right.
And able to shift everything in my life to manifest it.
Okay, because
exactly
this is
what I
the key.
wanted.
All right, let me tell you the key.
And
the
it
key
also
is, basta così. The key is you can do the energy, emotional release work and the mental work and the physical work. But if you don't do the spiritual work, no matter how many stem cells you have, no matter, any of the anti-aging modalities that the longevity doctors are coming up with in America, the thing is this, you are not going to radiate. You're not going to look wonderful. I mean, there's guys that are going down to Mexico and getting stem cells at 50. They don't impress me in terms of how young they look because they're not doing the spiritual energy. They're not doing the emotional. They're not giving into life. Like, how can I contribute to myself, but how can I contribute to life? So if they get excited about that, then they radiate. Then I'm interested in the agelessness. So my next level for everything is to bring people into a place where they don't feel like they have to get decrepit. Because aren't you feeling like, oh my God, I'm at this age, I'm so wise, I'm not going to let that many things get to me anymore, but I can't walk, I've got arthritis, I can... No, all those things can get cured. All those things have a health modality to them. If you really sanctify what you eat, exercise as you're getting.
Absolutely. The food is poison.
Honestly, you have got to exercise. Mm-hmm. I don't care what it is. If it's walking with those, watches to see how many steps you take. If it's Pilates, I've started Pilates again. I was doing that.
I love Pilates.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's fabulous.
It pulls everything together. If you can do that, and you can do your spiritual work, and then do the health things that are there. Get my book. Listen to my podcast, The Ageless Factor, Aleta St. James, all the wonderful things that I have on YouTube, all the meditations, and other people that are out there that are helping you. You are going to rock it. So don't give up. Be inspired.
Okay, so now wait a minute. You're getting awfully excited here.
I am.
Getting awfully excited here. Okay, we're going to go to a commercial break right now. Have a word from our sponsors. And then we'll be right back at you, and you can be a sponsor too. We'd love to tell you how. Just put a message down below, and I'll
you are incredible.
get you some great information about that.
You
I've got
really
some
are.
questions to get answered before the end here, so I'm going to get them in.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Being Tracy with your host, me, Tracy. Be a part of the show by calling 888-994-4995, Studio A. Now back to the show. Well,
We're back.
Aleta has had so much information to share. I don't know what I was thinking she might not fill the whole hour because I didn't even get to run to any of my questions yet. So now I'm like, okay, hold the phone here. I got to get some of my questions answered that I came up with as I'm watching your videos. And since I have you here all to my very own today, I have some questions. So first question is, all right, I know that you study past lives and reaching out to people with past lives. Now, how do you know when you come across somebody that you knew in a past life? How do you know that?
Oh my God, that is a great question.
Thank you.
Do you know how many relationships that I've been in and you're in that come from past life relationships?
I don't know. I have
No,
no idea.
No, a lot. You can see, like, well,
Is it just something you feel?
No. Well, yeah. Yeah, you do feel it. It's like, for instance, Gale and myself, we've been together
I think
before.
I felt that.
And even you,
You-
Tracy.
you have-
You know, you're here,
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's like magic that we all got together.
Yes,
but
it
the
is
fact
it is magic.
I call it
this is
divine
magic and miracles
intervention.
in motion here.
Right.
Honestly, and I've been telling my viewers here that I've been manifesting, and I'm telling you, these women here in my life is the most wonderful manifestation I've had. And honestly, I'm bringing in people like Michelle Kaplan that has love and healing energy, like. I mentioned Casa Prive. I don't know if I mentioned it, but they reached out to me when they heard about Being Tracy and offered me the H spot. Have you done this therapy, H spot? You get in a hydrogen capsule and they filter
She's
in all
going to
this
tell you
air.
something about that.
I wanna
think
hear
it's
about it.
important for
Yeah,
all women
like
to
here it
hear
is.
about
Look,
it.
this
I
is
haven't.
what is on the screen now.
It's not a personal issue to
What,
me.
the oxygen
but we
therapy?
have
Yeah.
we have a friend that I had asked Aleta to help with the eyes because she had did the oxygen. So I think maybe you should share with the other women about to be careful.
Oh, you mean the hyperbaric chamber?
Yes.
Yeah. A hyperbaric chamber is
I own
great,
spas,
but if you have
so that's
have
why.
macular degeneration, you should tell the doctor immediately. Because if they put you under a high pressure, it's going to really hit your eyes and you're going to have a real big problem.
Okay,
You
now
helped
does
so
that
many
have
people on that.
anything to do also with the red light therapy? Because the red light therapy, they also put
great.
me in
Oh,
red
that's
light
a great
therapy,
question.
which was amazing.
Because I use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was amazing.
That's
And they
why-
said, "Oh, here's
No
a
facelift.
They said, "Here's a mask for your eyes." And they said, I have heard that it will help with eyes, the red
Yeah.
light therapy. And they
Yeah.
put you in this capsule too at Casa Prive in Miami. Great facility, amazing. And they found me and offered this to me and want me to talk about it. So here I am telling you about it
Well,
because it's
the
awesome.
thing is, there's so many modalities. There's the hyperbaric chamber. You can get one for your home for $8,000. Okay, doesn't have the same intensity, but
Just drop
it's
a little
great every day.
$8,000 there. and get
There's
one
the
of your
red
own.
light therapy. I use it every night for my shoulders, any arthritic situation you might have in your joints, face. It's great. You can buy it on Amazon for
Red light therapy.
$1,200. They have
When
all
we go
different
back
kinds
home
of
to my
things.
place, you're going to show me this one.
Yeah, there's all these different modalities that you can use. But the fact that we were back to the question of past lives, many masters, many something.
Many lives,
many
many
masters,
masters.
right. By Dr. Weiss. He's amazing, all right? And Eric Butterworth, and we were talking about him.
Right. The thing
Also,
is,
Unity
Thing
minister.
is, Eric Butterworth is a Unity minister that
Right.
my mother used to always quote
And
at
I,
home.
And I actually would
I lost
listen
my
to
mom
him.
like 14, 15 years ago. And then when I started talking to Aleta and I noticed that she's connected with Eric Butterworth because that's her friend, I was like, ding, 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 like mom, that brought me back to my own mother.
Well, he would always say that there's 32% of this information out there is accurate in terms of past lives, and the rest isn't. So in Tibet, when they go for the Dalai Lama, when the Dalai Lama dies, goes,
You have had
I
you
am
studied
going
under
to,
a lot of gurus in India.
Right. So he'll go, okay, I'm going to reincarnate 5 years from now in such and such a town. And 5 years, the monks go to that town and they look for the boys that are maybe like 3 years old, and they put all the different things that the previous, master had, the Dalai Lama had. And the child that picks all of them is the next Dalai Lama. So in terms of the reincarnation, when you're in, especially in love relationships, sometimes you can think, why am I so attracted to this person? Why can't I let this go? What am I trying to, get from this situation that is beyond like a normal situation? There's a past life situation. So when people come to me, I'll take them into the past life, release, like you could have had a lover, a husband, a brother who died, and you're still mourning over the loss and the separation of that person. You meet them in this life, and all of a sudden you have a lot of anxiety about separation. You have a lot of anxiety about them not coming back. You can cure that and release it in a session, and then all of a sudden just treat them like a regular human being and go, you know what? If our life is eternal, and I totally believe that, we are eternal beings. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience, all right? Mm-hmm. So once you understand that, and we are eternal, there are people and parents and brothers and sisters we've had experience with in past lives, and it goes on. So you want to forgive, you want to release, you want to live in joy and love. Not so you let other people step all over you, not because you don't take care of yourself. You must take care of yourself because who do you need to cherish?
You have to love yourself.
Yourself.
You always tell me
right.
first.
You need to feel
Your
that
self-worth.
love. But you can level up your consciousness and what happened in past lives, transform it so you no longer have that karma anymore. That's why I say to people, and I help people through death and dying,
You've done so much for
right,
that.
the relatives, all right? Let it go. If you have a problem with that person, work it out. Because you think that when they die, it's over. No, it's not over. You're going to keep going over and over and over, and you don't want to have to deal with it in a past life, in a next life. You want to get it clear. You want to forgive them, release, move into what else is possible, and then bring in the love in your life that you can bring in now, and stop crying over the love you didn't get or the rejection or whatever. Live in the moment. What's possible now? Who can I bring in now that makes me feel loved? And that's the great thing about reincarnational relationships, because sometimes, Tracy and Gale, they are amazing because that person comes into your life, you see them, they see you, and you elevate to the next level of manifesting with grace and ease and joy and fun.
Okay, I want to ask you another question that
Okay.
came into my mind because when you're manifesting, like I'm manifesting the man of my dreams, okay? Yeah, I've been manifesting him for about 14
We're
years
both
now,
doing
but
that one.
I'm really on target now. I've released a lot of blocks. I know I'm on target. But how do you react when when people are asking you questions that cause you to have to answer negatively? When you're trying to keep totally focused
I get
on
rid
what
of
you
all
want,
negative people.
But like you got someone saying, well, it's like about every other week I got someone saying to me, or every other day, oh, have you got a boyfriend yet? Have you got a boyfriend? When was your last boyfriend? Like these
but
kind
that's
of questions.
crazy.
Like,
and you know what? People
like,
don't
and then
wanna
I
be
then
that
it caused me to
nosy.
have to answer negatively. But now I've just decided I'm going to start answering
No,
saying,
but-
yes, I do.
but once
I
you
do.
answer
I found him.
negatively-
He's wonderful.
I
No,
find
wait,
that
wait,
to
wait,
get
wait.
rid of all negativity in my
Yeah,
life.
but what you do,
But
listen,
if you have to
Wait,
answer
she's
that
gonna tell you.
question,
Tracy, listen, you say he's on his way. Well, how come he hasn't come yet? Because when the timing is right, the timing is right.
That's what I always say.
All right, when the timing is right, the timing is right. But I know we're going to connect. Now, that's one answer. The other
Okay.
one is he's here. We're having a really good time.
that's what I've been
Thank
saying.
you very
I
much.
just started saying
Right.
that too. I'm like, found the man of my dreams. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, right. Because
He's here.
Yeah, because that's another thing. When you're so open publicly with it, then naturally people have a time clock. Did you get it? It's on, but it's on its way is part of the energy that you want to put into the universe. Like, okay, the energy's coming in. He's
Yes,
coming in.
yes.
And it's another thing, and people see this all the time. You can realize, wow, if I would have been with that man 3 years ago, it wouldn't be the same as now, because now is the right
Right.
timing. And that's what you do, you know?
I'm right now feeling so happy within myself and who I am, and I don't really have time as much for men as I would want to. I'm just really working on the charities and giving back because I'm so grateful And you taught me that. And you also taught me to release the negativity and anyone that was trying to hold me back or drag me down. You've told me to just,
Well, we do
put
a
them with
process.
love.
We do the process to
and,
release it.
and hold it in and release it, but with love and send it back to the universe so that this way you're open for another adventure. And I thank
Now
you
I'm
for
just
that.
going to ask you one, how does it make you feel? But I'm going to ask you, how does it make you feel? Because I'm interested to know what you think. How does it make you feel when a man says, do you date younger men? How does that make you feel? I will tell you how it makes me feel.
How?
I think it makes him lesser. When he says, "Are you going to date me because I'm a younger man?" It makes him lesser to me. I don't want to date a younger man. Bring your
No, I don't
confidence
wanna
level
date.
up. Bring your confidence level up. Hey, are you? If you're,
But you
Yeah,
know
but
what?
awesome,
listen,
sure,
girls,
maybe.
let's go above age. He could be
Right.
35, doesn't matter. He could be 75. He could be 69. It's the man. The thing that happens with younger men, so often they don't have a lot of baggage with them that older men do. Excuse me.
Depends. It could be Louis Vuitton.
That's true.
If it's Louis Vuitton,
Right. No, there's
take it.
Look, I always go for the person. If he happens to be 37, he happens to be 37. If he
And a
happens to
good
be
heart.
69, he's 69. All right. So you want somebody who's successful, fun, generous,
Great
and a
heart.
big heart. That's exactly it. A big
Has to
heart.
Be love and compassion.
You know. So
to
if
people.
they, what does the younger guys say to you? Do you date younger
well, yeah,
men?
because all these younger guys like Being Tracy.
Yeah.
But they when they start off with that question, do you date younger guys? Do you like younger guys?
It depends on the man.
That's a no. That would be an answer is no.
All right, but
and you're
try
gonna ask
this
me
one.
that way.
Okay, but try this, Tracy. Just say it depends on the man. Age is not a factor. Just say it depends on a man. Age is not a
that's
factor.
good.
And as she
point.
Yeah.
says, if you manifestate it, it will come to you when it's the appropriate time
But you know
and who it is.
Yeah, listen, in
And
Argentina.
I guess it's ageless. It's
Yes,
ageless,
right.
right?
Age is not
I'm
a factor.
manifesting a soul.
Yeah. So listen
We're
to
not
this.
old, we're
Listen,
young.
please listen. In Argentina, it's not uncommon for men that are 40 to be with women in their 70s. That's not like a shock, all right?
Okay.
Because the
they're
energy,
not looking
there's the
for money?
wise. No, it's not money.
Okay.
No.
Good question.
That's why my dog is my last husband.
Because a lot of women that are older don't have money, okay? They've spent it, all right?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I know. I know you're fine. But my point is, it's a mindset. So if you just look at it's not about the age, it's about the man, it's about the woman, it's about where they are right now. Are they going to co-create with you? What are we going to do today that's going to be fabulous? What are we going to talk about? What new things are we going to learn together? He could be 69, 70, 80. There was a man, and I won't mention his name. Anyway, when I was with the kids, he was a very famous
I wanna hear this
psychiatrist.
one later.
He is now 80. I'm working with another psychiatrist in conjunction with her work and my work. Anyway, he's in his 80s. She mentioned his name. She's having lunch with him, and I went, I think I kissed him. I really did. I think he drove me home from a psycho-spiritual board meeting that I was on with all these psychiatrists. I think I kissed that man. So I said, I gave
You're
her the
thinking this
background.
yourself?
Yeah, no, I told her.
Oh.
So she said, yeah, but anyway, he's 80. This man is so vital and so amazing at 80. So really, age is not a factor. He doesn't think he's old. He's still rocking it. He's one of the main psychiatrists. I'm definitely going to, connect with him and say, hey, la, la, la. Do you remember when you kissed me goodbye after you dropped me off 20 years ago? So
I bet he does.
yeah, he might. But the thing is,
With
for
you?
those 18 years with the kids, I didn't connect with any men because I just wanted to be with the kids. As soon as they turned 18, my daughter went to college, my son's doing his thing. I went, freedom. Let's
your
rock
ti-
it.
it's
Really?
your time now, girlfriend.
Right, it is. And it's ageless. Men, look at them as ageless.
All right, I have another question.
Okay.
Okay, manifesting. All right, so I'm manifesting, right? I'm manifesting what I want. My sister says to me, my sister is a huge born-again Christian Catholic. Church has saved her life and literally her daughter's life. Raised $100,000, over $100,000 in a week for her daughter's heart surgery. Jacqueline, my sister,
that's fabulous.
amazing. But so I tell my sister, like, Jacqueline, I'm manifesting this. Like, this is amazing. This is happening to me. I'm manifesting it. She's like, Tracy, it's important that you don't take all the credit. You have to give the credit to God. And I just
Oh,
wondered
yes.
what you
Okay.
think
Oh,
about
yes.
that.
Okay,
I,
so
I even
Gail,
have.
all right. The whole thing, remember I said it depends on your idea about God. You can be, because I've studied all the religions and been in all the different countries. All right. Whatever connects you to the divine. Could be
Exactly.
God, it could be the universe,
Could be Jesus, it could be Moses, it could be
Mary,
whoever.
the Kabbalah, whatever it is, that's what you hook into.
Right.
So when I'm in the seventh dimension, in the fifth dimension, in the spiritual realms, that's the energy that heals. It's Christ consciousness, love energy. That's all the higher energies, and that's God. And God is unlimitless. And she has a point. She definitely has a point. You are manifesting because you're tapping into the highest level of yourself. So if you are God manifesting a human, you are tapping into the highest level of your ability to manifest from a higher level of consciousness, which is God, the universe, and all there is. So when you take it from what you said and then you broaden it out, it's amazing because then everybody can, junction into that. I mean, the Hindus, I went to these fabulous Hindus temples where there were 3,000 Hindus adoring and chanting. They're
Wow, that's
hooking,
amazing.
they're hooking into, it was like something out of the Tomb Raiders. They're hooking into a divine. Catholics, we hooked into a divine. When I went to Kabbalah, they hook into the divine and the light. And I will tell you, we are photodynamic beings. We are beings of light. And the more you meditate and you pray, like in the Catholic religion, you see the saints, they have light around them. Jesus has light around him. You hook into that energy, and the light will take you into the higher realms of consciousness. And when you're in the higher realms of consciousness, you're in the God realm. And then you bring it into the physical. You unconditionally love yourself and feel that you deserve to receive. You relax, you allow, and you receive that divine flow, and that's the key for manifesting.
I hate to say it, but this has already been an hour, I guess. I can't believe it.
Oh, my
Where
God.
the time has gone. But anyway, please message down below in YouTube, Spotify, Apple. If you're on the radio, we'd love for you to follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. My contact information is there on the
And
screen.
I have Estates by Brophy, which is my resorts. But it won't be on that.
Yes.
I think it'll be on Gale Brophy.
Okay.
But with a Gale.
All right. And please, do you have a website, Gail, that you want to give?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, but it's Gale, Gale, Brophy, like a trophy, because
Okay.
I won the
Right.
Kentucky
And I'm
Derby.
Aleta St. James. You get AletaSt.James.com will get you into my website. The Aleta Factor, if you get on YouTube, you'll get all my Ageless podcasts, and I have doctors and celebrities and things that are really interesting on that. And then, of course, there's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. With
And your
Aleta.
book.
And my book.
And your
Life Shift,
podcast.
and my podcast.
And I am so honored that you ladies came today.
Oh, my
And
God.
We got
Yeah,
two for the
Tracy,
price
this
of one.
is
Then we got
an
two for the
honor.
price of
Yeah.
one.
This
That's just like
is-
amazing.
This is wonderful. This is a great, actually, it's been a healing experience again.
Yes.
You know,
Well, I
this has
didn't
been
realize my team
wonderful.
is planning on me still doing the real estate minute. So I'm going to go ahead and do the real
Hey.
estate minute here. I got it right here. Let me pull it back up.
There it is.
I was going to let you know.
Oh,
I was
good.
going
I
to
can
skip
have a
it because
cigarette.
I thought, geez, these ladies are so interesting. Now my phone isn't working right.
You're on TV, but you
I'm-
know what?
What?
Look up. You're on TV.
Hello, everybody. All right, wait, I got to get
Don't
my
worry.
real estate
I don't know.
minute.
This is my first time, but I'm doing well on telling her.
Yeah. Okay. The Florida real estate market outlook for 2024. 2024, we're going through a healthy rebalancing due to higher interest rates, increased costs
No,
of
no.
borrowing. Oh, Gail's going to correct me. Let me tell my story, Gail.
Finish.
Okay.
And home prices in Florida are still at an all-time high, okay? So that's because of the high interest rates. But
no, high interest rates hurt the market. But
All
what
right,
it
let's
is, it's
listen to
the
Gail.
influx. It's the influx that we have right now of how many people want to come here for the taxation, and because it's a beautiful way of living, and the safety, and it's wonderful to be in Florida. I mean, I have big properties in upstate New York at the Catskills at my resorts, 1,200 acres. And it's fine there, but I think the rest of the market is in for a downfall because the interest rates have been climbing and first-time buyers are now out of the market. But we're not seeing it here in Florida where we are. But around the country, I think you're going to start noticing it, and especially if the Fed turns around and changes the
All right. Well,
interest
thanks
rates.
for your input, Gail. It's been wonderful.
But it is a buyer's
serving you today, and we love having you here and getting our message out.
And we love being here.
please
Tracy.
my
message
God,
below
thank
and
you,
let us know
Tracy.
how we can help you get more information in the future. Love you guys.
Love you.